All right, we just figured I'd give the people what they want. Scrub Daddy. My new favorite thing. Should have bought Scrub Daddy years ago. Would have been a real baller if I did, but. All right. Boom. I thought I saved this out of that thing. Share the stream. The stream. Oyakasha. I think we're up. Are we up? I don't hear any sound. I don't hear any magical voice in my magical voice. We're still up in this trade. Literally caught the bottom of that. The stream. The stream. Gonna be streaming just slowly. I don't know if that's the proper word. My Twitter. Wait, no one's joining me? What am I? Oh. All right, here we are. It's magical. As you can see, I caught the bottom, but I did not catch it at size. We're up about $5,700 for the day. Booyakasha. Do we want to short that zone or do we want to wait for the high? The zone would be shortable. This is a shortable area. I think we reverse. But it does seem like it's on a path, but we'll reverse. Did reverse that. Why did we reverse it? Well, we're on chart 4 is our control. We are at the RDA check. And also you can see there in chart 5, we're at a major check area as well. Or chart 1, sorry. Chart 1, we're at a major check area. Let's see if we can get picked up here on a couple things. It is an early fade, so obviously we're going to be a little bit careful with that. I do have a soundboard today. So hopefully it does not annoy you that I have a soundboard. But I have, it's more than just rap. So for instance, I have, what do I have? Let's do something relatively light right here. Good morning. Did that come over? That's the question. Good morning, all. Going to be, nephew's leaving today. I shouldn't tell that for OPSEC, but he's leaving. So it's going to be a light stream, short stream. Only got picked up on one there. Did catch that bottom. We're up about 7,500 for the day. Booyakasha. Up about 7.5K for, whoa. Short stream. Let's look at around the market. Let's see what we can see. Oh, look at that. CL did sell off. So CL, I think, is following a similar pattern. Where are we looking at? Let's see what we can see today. See if we can only up $35 on that trade. Oh, we're about to get, oh, look at that. It is selling off. Would like to be a little heavier, but we don't have a lot of room there. So we only got to the 50% OR. Oh, look at that. Damn, son. All right. So it's hitting the RDA. It is a fade trade. I'm not going to give it much room. It might come out and take us out. Sorry. Up about $400 on one lot. Just starting relatively low. Relatively. I do have, what are we? Let's see. Let me go to the other chart setup. Why is that? Oh, I added Bitcoin, but I don't think I'm going to trade it because it correlates too much. So, I mean, I don't know. Actually, I do know. I don't know why I said I don't know. I do know. I'm probably going to trade the DAX. So We'll probably be trading the DAX. Did get stopped out of that trade. Let's see if we get refilled. Want to get refilled on the pump up. That would be an RDA check on chart 4. Now, it is Friday, right? And we have no new news. We already had the news this morning, which I did trade a little bit around. Didn't get to trade it aggressively as I want to. Let's see. Oh, there we are. We're picked up for initial one. We got to be a little bit careful here because not everything. Number one, this is an answer to that big red candle here in the 60. So if we look at the 60, 1 hour. Okay. Thank you for changing charts. There we go. We look at the 60 here. We see that this is the answer. Now, it does have a momentum check around 0.24. So I'm going to actually put a trailing stop in there. This one position, this one little. Oh, we're in 2 lots. Okay. I'm going to take some profit here on 1 lot and then just trail the other one. Because chart 2 is in momentum long, bias long. So, hey, good job on that presser. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I said that out loud. Here we go. Let's see if we're going to be knocked out. Futures trading. Yeah. So someone mentioned that the prices were different on the ES when they were looking at TradingView. Oftentimes that's just a contract issue. We're in the wrong contract. So let's see. Bitcoin. Why is my chart on GC J3 so limited on the 60-minute? Interesting. GC looks like it's going to sell off too, but also, it's kind of this counter trend right now. It got way above the level that we expected. Let's fire up our trading view, look around the market a little bit. So it's currently up about $450 in this one trade here on this sell. It might sell off, continue from here, but I think the sell area I'm more interested in is around 1221, 02125. So that's a sell area I'm more interested in right there. So let's go back to the 5-minute chart, the OR high. So, of course we'd be interested in, there's a breakdown candle right there. We're going to get knocked out of this trade here, about $500 probably for profit. Not a bad day so far. How's everybody else doing? I get knocked out of so far we are up. Oh, that's supposed to be a question mark. We are up. What are we up? Up about 8,000 here for the day. Morning so far. Up. Should be better than that though. I just didn't get to trade much. I was doing stuff, getting prepared for stuff, doing stuff. Didn't really get to focus on trading. I really want to short this GC move. Now the oil move's kind of at the RDA check. I think the best oil trade here is probably right around here, right around 75.80. I think that's the best trade on the books. So let's do that. Let's do 3 lots there. So we'll do 3 lots right around, see if we get picked up right around 75.81, 75.78. Put a trailing stop just below that around 75.50, probably a little bit higher. Not a trailing stop, but our fixed stop, our protective stop there. See if we get picked up by her on this momentum check here on CL. Oil. What is everybody else? So the DAX. What is the DAX? Let's move to the DAX. Let's look around because I need to. No, you're not dumb. No, trust me. I do at least probably 5 dumb things a day, if not more. So you're not dumb. Relatively slow today. Well, not really. It's a good trading day, as usual. Up about 925 in that trade. Let's see if we can ride that out a little bit more. There we go. Oh, I should have been heavier. That was a clear, you know what? Once again, clear signal. All right, now the question is, it's a 50% OR. I think we don't get too aggressive. I think we do one entry right here, right around 1197 spot 50, and then another entry right around 973.50. That's our entry on the NQ. I will join the audio on Discord. Boom. I'm in Discord, so no latency calls in Discord. If you're new here, you want to join Discord down below. You see a link on TradingView down below. And you also see, all right, we did get picked up on that. I don't like how we got picked up, though. Don't like the move. We're going to get out of that trade. Do not like that move. It recaptured momentum and bias. So we're kind of at a questionable zone. Let's just see if we get picked up on another RDA check here on the NQ. Trade Ovate. Trade Ovate. Best platform for new traders. I am Ocho. Ninja bought a while ago. Same tech now. There's a bull run right now going on in ETC, ETH, and Sol. Oh my God, not a bull run. Holy shit. Let's see if there is a true bull run. Oh, they're really doing this, dude. This dude that did free solo, they're really, TradingView's really like up in his business. Ninja bot, yeah. All right, well, let's check it out, Volson. Let's check it out. Well, let's check it out. Let's check it out. I was in a trade in the crypto market. I'm about ready to fully fund this KuCoin account because we've been balling. We've been doing good on trades on this thing. Oh, need to fund your account today, dude. Need to do that today. I'll do that today. Get gangsta on it. Come on. Seriously? All right, we got filled. Let's see where we got filled. Where did we get filled? Oh, we got filled on the CL trade. All right. Damn it, Jim. I did not catch. You know what? We did not catch this short. Kind of a clear signal. We do have a level here. So we have a pretty major level here right around 872 spot 50 on the NQ. Is that even showing up there? Yeah, it is. That's a major level there. So we'll be a buyer down there if it gets there. We should short this move here. So we're going to short it. We're going to get in initially here. And we're going to call the bluff that it's not going to actually rise above the momentum indicators. But we're right around 920. So we are going into, yeah, check it out. What am I checking out? Oh, yeah. We're checking out crypto. Where are we at? Rexdog Maximus. This is my Maximus chart, obviously. Has all the indicators. I know it's ugly. It's hard to look at for most people, but let's look at the crypto market. Boom. I know BTC did have a little bottoming behavior. Look at the 4 hour first. Let's start there. Let's go here. Well, pretty big rejection there. I don't know if I'd call that exactly a bull run, but maybe ETC is. Let's look at ETC. ETC USD. Boom. Ethereum Classic on Coinbase. Let's look on Coinbase. I don't know if I'd exactly call this a bull run, but I mean, it does have a bottom. I mean, I don't know. How do I say this? 2 weeks ago, when someone in our group did correct me that the 4-day have lost, I kind of called this move down and this exact zone. Actually, I called it a year and a half ago. So, it's just, like I said, I've been trading Bitcoin since 2017, 16, maybe. So these moves are pretty predictive, especially when they're, we got stopped out of that. We got stopped out of our CL trade. Damn it, Jim. We do have a major level here, so I should get back in the CL trade around 74 spot 45. So let's get in back around 74 spot 45 if we can, if the market allows us to get in. So we should get in right around here, 74 spot 48. See if we can get in there. I did not get to completely refine my CL trading strategy for those that watched. Yeah, check it out. So we'll probably go of over 4% of current price. Okay. All right. let's look at Sol. Sol, we got some Sol. Do I have it? I do have it. Sol USD. Yeah, I mean, right now it's showing intention, and it does have room up to like 1867. So yeah, this is, I do see the long side. I do see the long side playing out. We're only in one trade on that NQ trade. Come on, man, killing me, Smalls. I do have a soundboard, so hopefully these soundboards are enjoyable. Yeah, def bottom. I think it will go up another 5%. So daily scalpers 5% as bull. Yeah, I would kind of. I think I would agree based on the chart that I'm looking at initially. It was just my first initial glance at it. Why does it always ask me to do this? These human checks. Are you human? And then you don't pass them. You're like, am I really human or am I actually an android? That's one of the questions I have because sometimes I don't pass these human checks. Like here, the verification just failed. I don't think I'm human. I think I probably need to cut myself open and see if I have like wires inside, because half of these checks I don't pass. Anyways, I don't know if other people have the same problem. I seem to have technology problems every single day. As much as technology is supposed to be like this great thing, it seems like increasingly it's becoming a challenge every single day. I don't think you're human. Smile. Yeah, I don't think I'm human either. I don't know what I am, though. All right, we did get picked up on that CL trade for 3 lots. We're probably going to get knocked out of this NQ trade. I think what I'll do on this CL trade is we just got picked up for 3 lots. We'll put some trailing stops on chart 2 in profit. Why go? This is a fade trade. So, it's not a fade trade. That's the thing. Chart 2, it's a fade trade, but it's kind of CL's in an interesting spot. Okay, we got knocked out of that NQ trade. How's YouTube doing? Because I don't see. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we can end the day around 15K before we end the stream. How about that? Let's have a goal. Let's be goal orientated. Oh, look at that move. Missed that NQ move. Now is it going to fail at the 50% OR? I think we call the bluff right around 960. 960 is where we call the bluff. I got a stream deck down in my spot down here. So I did buy another stream deck. It's a humanoid. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I go through an existential crisis every time I fill out one of those forms, because it's like, dude, you're telling me something secretly, aren't you? So, yeah, maybe I am a humanoid. Maybe we all are. We are in the Matrix, according to Mr. Tate. Which I haven't seen news on him because I haven't been on Twitter much. So I don't know if he's got out, he's made it. I know, he did one of the things that you never do, which is you brag. And so I did see the videos of him bragging. This is just a tip, a general life tip. I don't know who needs to hear this. Just a general life tip. If you do anything illegal, you probably shouldn't talk about it. Just a general life tip. So, and I'm not saying he did anything illegal. I'm just saying that, if you do anything close to illegal, maybe, you should just not talk about it at all with anybody. Just kind of a recommendation. Or just don't do anything wrong. That's obviously the first step. Someone on YouTube, can you hear me? That's just all I want to know. So someone on YouTube, just tell me if you can hear me. We're waiting for, we don't have any trades. Oh, we do. We're in 2 still in CL. Did get knocked out on one of our trailing stops. We'll put another trailing stop right above entry. Let's see if we can get it a little bit more room. But that chart that we're trading on is in a negative momentum, or short momentum mode. The CL trade or the CL chart's in an interesting spot, especially in the daily as well. The daily would be a level for like a stair step pattern on the daily. That's a pattern. I'll be releasing that pattern video here maybe this week. Thank you, Nathan. I appreciate it. Thanks for sharing me that you can hear me. So, uh, you know, we'll be doing another stair. We'll be doing. I'm working on. I think there's going to be about probably 10 to 15 patterns in the pattern library. Uh, because, well, not because. And then there's 3 patterns that are all derivatives. So, anyways, I'm just sharing that for members that are watching. I'm 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 working on getting those done here in the next 30 days, if not sooner. I want to get all those patterns done, and then I'll move on to some other content, some other exciting content. And the next thing we need to fill in is I need to redo the value channels because value channels are important. If you don't see value channels, you should be seeing value channels. The other thing that we're going to work on, let's see where we're at on the trades before I go off on a little tirade. Okay, so we're looking at a level on NQ. We're waiting for 866 spot 50 for that level to be tested, and then we'll wait for a confirmation. We might get in a little early. For CL, we're already in a trade. For GC, we are, that 60-minute is pretty fierce. We'll look at the crypto market too, because I know Volston mentioned it. So we'll continue to watch the crypto market. I don't know if I'm still in that trade. Like I said, I've been, for those that don't know, I had a little bit of a KuCoin. I had $194. And I've been trading KuCoin. I said if I grow it up to like 1,000, then I'll fund the account. If I can do it. So right now, here's our realized P&Ls. Lost $4, lost $8. We made $49 on a trade there. That's not bad. Let's see where we're at. Lost $13. Not too happy about that. $5, $7, $28, $8.39, $5.58, $2.21, $12. I know these aren't like super trades. They had a bad run there. So I think I'm up to around 6 something right now. Anyways, just doing what is the word I'm looking for? Just doing swing trades. So that's the next version of the training too that I want to knock out. Hey, hello. Is want to knock out the swing trades. I want to do a proper swing trades training, and I want to properly be not properly. I am properly trading swing trades, but what I want to do is the same way that I day trade. I don't know how I'm going to stream swing trades. I got to figure that out. I got to have time too, obviously, but I'd like to stream. Fuel usage on trading BTC is so high. The fuel usage, they're trying to attack BTC. They're trying to really kind of, I don't know. There is that bank failure thing, that the Silicon Bank failure. Someone did share that in the news. That's been bubbling up for the last 3 weeks. Once again, I don't care about news. I literally don't. Like I just trade charts. I don't need to see the news. I need to know the known news, but other than that, I don't need to see the news. This GC trade is almost at a shortable point, but I want to look at it before we actually start shorting it. We got to do some analysis here. So let's look at GC. Bam, look at that. Okay, mix 200. We do have a level up here right around. All right, so it's an Oompa Loompa land right around 1878 spot 79. Okay, that's our Oompa Loompa land. Literally, we're going to be like we're going to just be permanently short up there. All right, so that's where we want to be. Let's put an alert up there. Add an alert. Bam, right around 1876 spot 1. That alert goes off, then that tells us that we should start looking at that chart. 1877. So you have the globes level at 1877. Damn, we're on the same page, man. We are on the same page there. Well, close. Sweet. Does that mean, since we're on the same page, does that mean that I should be worried? Since we're both on the same page, should I be worried? You know what sucks, or not what really sucks? What was I going to say? Oh, you know what I did? So I can share first. Yeah, no, go ahead. Share. What are you sharing? Quick question. What's the highest your guys made on a single trade? I don't know. I haven't shared my best day, but you can go to my P&L. I mean, I've had a couple $100,000 days. So I don't know what the most here's the thing. I know the most I ever lost. So the pain, like I remember the pain. I don't remember the elation trades as much. So, you want to talk about painful trades? I can go through painful trades. It's not easy. That's not an easy day. That was me catching it and being one with the market. Those days are, they happen, but they're rare and few in between. So we're still in the CL trade. At least, well, they're going to start getting more unrare. That's probably not the proper term. I'm going to get out of this trade. So get out of these trades just for a quick scalp. So it's testing the RDA on chart 4. We got a level there, not strong level. We got a weak level on chart 4, right around 979. I think you trade that overshoot if you can on the NQ. Well, obviously you can, but I mean, if you want to, put a protective stop there. Yeah, there was a day this week where I lost 69K. I can laugh about it now because pretty much I've made it bow back up. So, yeah, there was a painful day. So this is this week. That was this week, wasn't it? I don't remember. Was it last week or this week? I don't know. I just know I've made it all back. So, like, it took me 2 or 3 days. One bad trading day, but once again, that's kind of the final straw in the camel's hair. I don't know if that's a saying, but there we go. Oh, it was last week. Thanks, Gordon. Yeah, the weeks with especially my nephew being here. Actually that was last week. Sorry, last week. Yeah, so with my nephew being here, it's been extremely fun, but it's also been like time is hard to measure. We did get knocked out of one of those lots on CL. GC, we're waiting for our zone to get hit up there on GC. And then I don't know if we want to be in another crypto trade. Let's look at the crypto market, see if we want to be in something else. Let's go to trending and let's look at the opposite side. Let's look at ANKR. Let's see if there's a trade there on ANKR. ANKR in the 60. No. Let's look at the day. Could be hitting a bottom, but I don't think you want to be a buyer until 2459. So let's put a buy in there at 2459. Bam. Or 2549. Sorry. 2549. We'll start at 10%. We'll do a buy, see if we get picked up, and then maybe we'll add if we get picked up. Oh, yuck shot. All right. Did take me about 3 days to make that up. Won't happen again. I think I'm on the path to solving my negative trading habit issues. Well, obviously I'm on the path, but I don't, Yesterday there's a few bad trades that I did yesterday. If you watch the stream. Where you at? First hour, the market is closed. We got the opening ranges all defined. Yeah. I've had 2 of my worst losing days in years in the last 3 weeks. But that's basically because my negative trading habits have all come to fruition in these 1 weeks here. Okay, why is my flashlight on? What's the lines of support and resistance lines indicators you use? I don't use support and resistance. So I'll explain that. I don't teach. I teach standard support and resistance, but I teach you how to actually really trade it. So in my training, what I teach how to really trade the market, how the market really moves, not regurgitated BS. So it took me a while to read books the proper way, watch YouTube videos the proper way, look at indicators the proper way. So what I teach is not I don't use a resistance line indicator. I mean, this indicator that you're seeing on the chart, this is the opening range. So it's called ticky opening range. But that's, the opening range is something that, as a month one trader, you're going to learn about and you should use as guidance for what the market might be doing. But even then, if you look at my opening range trading, I'm just going to start mentioning this stuff more because I'm very proud of what I put together. And maybe that's arrogant. I don't really care because I'm proud of what I put together. So here, for instance, like my opening range training, look, it's number one. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 opening range in Forex. Opening range kind of, putting it all together, swinging long-term trading with the opening range. Basically, I've got 6 or 7, 8 videos in there of the opening range. So, when I cover a subject, I like to cover it from multiple angles, but I also like to, I've got better at being more clear with clarity. But I also think that you're looking to trade, right? Let me look at the charts before I go off on something, make sure that we don't miss a trade that we want to be in. Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. How did you know? Why does Bliss keep... I'm going to uninstall Bliss from this machine. That's a browser, and I don't know when I installed it. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. We're going to be patient. We are going to be patient, GC. We're going to be patient. It might not sell off up there either, but I would be very surprised if it doesn't sell off around 1878. Yeah, it's called Ticky Opening Range. Where are we at? All right. Let's see if we see anything. All right, we're waiting to get picked up maybe on an NQ short there. It does look like it's going to stay long, so I don't have much. I mean, we're going to trade that because the system said to trade it, but based on kind of what I see, we almost want to be a buyer. And I think what we want to be a buyer if it does pull back is at 948 possibly. So if it does pull back decently, we've got another level here. So I think we want to be a buyer if it pulls back down to... I get too aggressive, 912.50. I think if it does get down to that level, we'd want to be a buyer down there on the NQ. Yeah, so I'll put one lot to get us started. Let's see if we get picked up. One lot there in the NQ. Hello. There we go. Let me go to Discord. Thank you. I've just times. Look at that. Selling off at the RDA. Should have took that trade, I guess. Should have took that trade.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Yeah. I can check the Sol chart, I guess. So we'll look at Sol. Get my thoughts on it. Yeah, so for me on Sol, it's pretty simple. I mean, number one, you got a 4-hour level there, 1671. So we just drop down to the 15. Do this high, and then you go long right down to 1697. So, I mean, you could... There's potentially a trade now. I mean, but I mean, if you enter the trade now, you really have to be prepared to scale in all the way through here. If you enter the trade now, number one, you're late to this trade. You already missed it. So you missed the best trade. So you have to plan to scale in kind of at these levels. You scale in right around 1718. You scale in right around 1705. You scale in around 1697. And then you do your last scale in right around 1684. And obviously, you're doing that because why? Well, because you believe that there is I do see the upside potential on this, but we've got the RDA check right here. So the RDA check's at 1805. That's going to be the first RDA check in a while. So I anticipate that it might overshoot that, but it's probably going to fail pretty hard there. If the system falls in the way it normally does, it's probably going to fail down. So really, I mean, you cut this in half, you're right around 1663, or you miss the trade. I mean, you could trade it up to the RDA right now, but you don't have a lot of room. It's kind of a not best entry. Why? Because you have room up to 1759. It's already rejected there. You're better off either waiting for a pullback to 1742 or 1744 or so. But I'm not watching. Also, I'm talking about a swing trade. I'm not watching. I'm not scalping the crypto market so much anymore. So if I was scalping it, it might be a good trade. All right, we NQ. So that's kind of my view on it. I mean, it's a good position if the 4-hour level doesn't break. But you look at the daily. You know, I don't trust anything in crypto right now going into the weekend. I mean, some things are starting to bottom. Statistically, well, no, I'm not saying short isn't. I mean, short, you shouldn't be short. The problem is this is kind of a no trade zone. You don't have a clear answer. But if you look at the 4-hour or the day, I mean, the day gives you a very clear level. There's a level right there, right around 1727. The day does potentially have room on the daily chart to move up to the momentum check around 11%. But that's not today. That could be the next 2 or 3 days. And then it does have potential to move up 20% to do this check here and then fail. So I can pretty much predict what's going to happen here in Sol. If this level holds, if this 1754 level holds, it's going to first check this zone right here because this is the way our trade system works. And then it's going to check this zone here. And then it's going to roll over and it's going to fail. And it's going to go back down. And it's going to go down in here. That's what it's going to do. So that's our trade system in a nutshell. It took me less than 10 seconds to actually look at that and to earmark what I should do on that trade. So I'm saying no. Right now, it's in a no trade zone. So, I mean, I would be long here. Put it that way. I'd be long with the preparation to scale all the way down to the daily open if I was trading that. So, but I see better opportunities in the crypto market right now. And all these are correlating. Look, we can look at Doge. It's going to be, well, it's not the same pattern. We'll look at ZIL. Almost the same pattern. Algo. Not quite the same pattern. Because the difference between Sol is that it's actually on a green candle today. So Sol's actually a little bit stronger. So I'll give you, you're kind of right there. Sol's a little bit stronger than these other ones. Like Ape, BNB, like none of those are printing a green candle right here. So I would say, yeah, Sol. This is a fade trade. So if you understand my trade system and the way I trade, fade trades are more riskier, harder to do. So you've got to be prepared to scale in to properly trade this down to here, down to this level. You're prepared to scale in down to that level? I'd trade it as a swing trade up to this. But then you got to cut it if this low gets broke and it closes below that. That's the way I trade it. All right. Didn't get picked up on anything. We do have a level test on the NQ. Think we need to trust that level test as far as a pullback. The challenge is that we're 15 minutes from the close of this candle, and this candle's either going to hold up here, or it's going to the golden time frame candle either is going to do that, and it's going to close red. But I could see this candle closing not in this zone, but close to this zone. So we're going to see if we get picked up. So we're in one trade there. I want to see where we're at on GC. Ooh, look at that daily candle. Recapture the weekly open. So anything above 1878 to me is a short on GC. Just being patient for it to get up there. Cool. Great to hear.
There can be only one.
All right. That one trade there is not, we're doing a level check here, so we'll look for a little overshoot. So we will allow 2 more lots on this overshoot here, but otherwise we'll get out. Oh, we're up about 9,200 for the day. That's actually not bad. So see if we get picked up on that. Let's see where we're at. Let's look at GC. Like I said, it's still up there where we want to be short. I think we'll put a little entry here, right around 1877.3. Let's go to the GC chart and do that. I'll do it a little bit sooner. I'd like to be notified if it gets up there. So sometimes I use alerts. Oftentimes I just use one entry to tell me to pay attention to a chart. It's already 17.6. What's 17? Oh, you mean, yeah. You mean Sol? Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, like I said, I would be biased. I would be long on here, but you don't have much room. I mean, really, what's really important here is what happens here. Literally, what happens at 1816 or so is the most important, whether or not it's going to stay long. If it recaptures that and retests it, then it's going to stay long and it's going to go up and test the next levels. If it fails here, it's going down, and it's probably going to go down to at least 1603, 1612. That's literally what it's going to do. So, I mean, do have room. It did break this level. So now you have something to trade against. So it's real simple. I mean, if you wanted to go long here, you'd go, if you're not already long, your stop loss is right around 1755. So you have a relatively tight stop. Challenge is if it hits 1755, it might bounce there. So you want to be a little bit below that. All right, we're in one lot on the NQ, but it's kind of the charts in a fade trade. Interesting chats today. I made 70K in paper trading from Bitcoin XD if only I had a broker account. So why don't you get a broker account? I mean, there's tons of brokers out there.
All I have in this world is my thoughts and my word, and I don't break them for no one. You understand?
Oh, we got stopped out. See if we get re-picked up on overshoot of the level check. Why am I watching this chart? Okay, here we go. We're not in anything. CL is hitting the zone. The problem with CL right now is it's kind of in this no trade zone on the golden time frame chart 3. That is the challenge with CL right now. I mean, it looks like it. What's up? Oh. It does look like it wants to go up, but probably the best trade on that is 75.54. So, but we got to. All right, I'm gonna do one lot on CL at 75.48, and then we're gonna do 2 lots on long at 75.36 and 75.33. Then we're gonna put a protective stop right around the extreme band at 75.20. That's kind of where we're at. Anyways, how much have you made from trading? Are you asking me? Why would I share that? I mean, I don't know. Both of yous. Who's yous? Yeah, why would I share that? I don't know. I mean, I feel bad. I don't feel bad. I share my P&L, and it took me a while to just want to share my P&L, just because once again, it's like, but I'm streaming now, so I figured, well, if I'm streaming, I might as well share my P&Ls. I haven't updated this week because I've been busy. So, and I'm working on getting a VA. Wow, what's rich? I mean, I don't know. I've been trading since I've been a successful trader since 2018. I've been trading since 2016. And I got into Bitcoin a little bit late. I didn't listen to my conspiratorial friend. Told me that Bitcoin was going to destroy the government, take everything down. I thought he was crazy. But then when I finally read the white paper, I'm like, hey, this thing's kind of cool. I need to get in this thing. I don't know. Lambo's not exactly Lambo rich. I don't consider Lambo like, you know. Hey Rex, how you doing, buddy? Rex is chilling one last time with my nephew. Yeah, but I mean, we called it. I'll show you exactly on Bitcoin where we called it. I'll show you the exact point where we called this, what I call the third crisis. I'll show you the exact point on Bitcoin that we called it. You can go back in my Bitcoin analysis and you can see this. The exact point that we called Bitcoin was literally right here. Right here. Right around November 2021, we called that it's going to go back down to the all-time high, 19,000 level below. I called it the third crisis. Don't believe me. I mean, you should not believe me. I don't care. But I've got it here. It's in this Bitcoin report right here. Deep Bitcoin analysis, profiting from the third crisis. And I did a series of video on this when it was at that level. There's a downloadable document. I showed my nephew this the other night too. Let's make sure we're not in any trades or out of any trades we need to be in. No, we should have went long there on that NQ. So I think we're going to go long here. See if we can get picked up. There we go. We're going to move up some of our entries to 1906. So we're long in the NQ. See if we get picked up on a pullback. Going to put some trailing stops in there. I think it is going to rise up and recapture the RDA. Let's focus on trading, not focus on sharing my other stuff. Can't wait to be 18. Yeah. Well, you're great. I talked to one of my other family members, my young nephews. He's learning Python and he's like, I don't know, he's like 11 or 12. I'm like, dude, you're learning Python? Like, at 11 or 12? I'm like, number one, that's awesome. Number two, the kids today, I mean, if you're under 18, I mean, yeah, I mean, figure out a way that you can start trading as soon as you turn 18. It's going to be probably hard for you to get a funded account, but if you can be, yeah, I mean, 16, you're very fortunate to be that young and to be interested in trading, because it really is you have unlimited potential in trading, especially if it's a passion and then you treat it seriously, as seriously as having a dog for your avatar. If you treat it that seriously, that's about as serious as you can get. But no, I mean, you're very fortunate as a teenager to be interested in it and to be in a time that we live in right now, because your potential to use trading to change your financial life has never been easier. So really, you are really fortunate. So no, I would suggest if you're not able to trade right now, when you turn 18, if you can prove, yeah. So if coding, that's the thing. If you can code, maybe you get into the algorithmic side. But when you turn 18, if you can prove that you have an edge in trading, you're not going to have a problem getting funding. You'll have someone in your life that will fund you. If you can prove, put it this way, your goal should be, if you can prove someone that you have a positive P&L over 60 to 90 days and obviously longer. But if you can say, hey, and I'm saying like those 60 to 90 days, you're 80% positive P&L. That's what I'm saying. You will not have a problem finding someone in your life that will help you figure out how to get a funded broker account. Don't go through the funded stupid apps, those things. I know there's been some people in our Discord here recently talking about those things. We are up on this one lot here. I should have went heavier because I did say the RDA was going to break. We're up about $800 here. I do think it's going to test the RDA at 12,076 by the end of the day. So we're going to probably get a little aggressive here on being a long buyer. But I don't want to get too aggressive because it just did overshoot the RDA. So it might take us out here. But we'll see if we can be a buyer down here right around the 967 to 952 level for members. I'm using, well, chart 4 should be your guiding one here because chart 4 is about to switch over, but we also have, oh yeah, I always hold Bitcoin. I buy Bitcoin. I shared a strategy 7 years ago. I analyzed Bitcoin. I did a deep analysis of Bitcoin, and I figured how Bitcoin moves. And I shared a strategy. It's still on YouTube. Maybe it was 6 years ago. Sorry, time for me sometimes. How to trade Bitcoin based on how it moves. And I still trade that same strategy. It's really simple. Dude, I'm not gonna friggin' answer those questions. Okay, I'm not gonna tell you how much I have in my broker account. Which one? Do you want me to open up all my bank statements? Let me tell you this. In this account, I can trade up to 120 NQ contracts, if not more. Do the math. Let's see where we're at. Ah, man, we're only in one lot on that trade. No, I'm not. I refuse to answer these questions. They're nonsense. Don't care. Money is meaningless. Money is meaningless. Money is meaningless. It's pointless. It's a man-made device. Money is a path to power. It's a man-made device. Money is not real. I know it feels real. If you don't have it, it feels real. But when you have it, it's not real. And actually, when you don't have it and you realize it's not real, you'll start making it. Awesome. Good job, Costa. I know I sound salty today, but, thanks. No, I'm not. No, don't. So don't take my tone as I'm attacking you. I'm not attacking you. I'm not attacking anybody. So don't take my tone that way. No, I mean, well, I know this age too, but no, I get it. But I mean, I'm not attacking you. I'm just, I'm passionately speaking my truth. Is that what the kids say nowadays? Tony? I'm passionately speaking my truth. Does that sound like something the kids would say?
Probably.
I don't know what the kids say nowadays. I'm just passionately. I probably should be able to passionately speaking my truth. No, so I don't mind the questions. I don't mind the questions. It's just like, here's the thing. Here on my streams, what I like to do is I like to focus. I got knocked out of that trade. Damn it, Jim. I like to focus on what matters instead of BS. Okay. Look, every day, anybody that's watching my stream right now, you're inundated with a massive amount of BS from YouTube, Twitter, and I've seen this because my nephew, I'm teaching him to trade, and what he's doing obviously is he's getting passionate about the market, and he's going out there and looking at these things on YouTube and looking at all this stuff, right? I haven't looked at this stuff in a long time. So I'm seeing what it looks like from a new trader's perspective, trying to figure out how to do this stuff, right? And I can see why it's hard for a retail trader or someone alone trying to figure out how to do this stuff, because we're going to short this, I think. Sorry, need to focus on trading instead of talking. CL, I like where CL's at, but I don't like the way that it's holding that 50% OR. So I don't think we get in that here. Okay, who keeps adding and getting out? Oh, wait, I can do this on my friggin', I can cancel Discord. Bam! What's to Discord? Bam! On my Stream Deck. I forgot I could do that. I got to set up the Stream Deck down here. Anyways, I'm going to call it a Stream D one of these days. Yeah, we're almost testing that, but I think I want to be a buyer right around here, right around 967. We'll do an RDA test right around 982 spot 50, and then we'll be another buyer right here. Light positions, but I'm up 10 grand, so I'm doing too bad. What was I don't know what I was talking. Oh no. So here's the thing. I've seen with my nephew now, like the amount of literal BS that you as a trader will read in books, in YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. These there's this one dude that shirtless with a stash just does these stupid videos, but they have like 200,000 views. And like, look, I don't know. I mean, for those that don't know, I've done digital marketing in the past. So if we want to blow this up, we might just blow this up. I might just blow this. We might decide to go ham on the whole market and do this thing right, as far as like use my marketing knowledge to take this to the next level. I haven't decided yet. Anyways, because trading comes first. So what I'm saying is that I can feel your pain, why it's so difficult, because most of the stuff out there that you're seeing is literal garbage. It's literal regurgitated garbage from people that actually don't know what they're doing. It's like almost watching a mechanic, and the mechanic's telling you how to change your battery, but he doesn't have a battery. He has a friggin', I don't know. He has some kind of, I don't know. He's changing it with a friggin' jellyfish. He's got a jellyfish in his hand. He's just like, I'm going to tell you how to change a battery. It's literally that bad, most of the trading videos on YouTube. So when I hear, it's not going to be regurgitated BS. I can't do it. I can't stomach it. It makes me literally sick. And you know why it makes me sick? Because I remember me being in the same shoes as maybe you're in. All right, let me make sure I'm not. Look at that GC rollover. I'm really upset we didn't get caught in that. Okay, so I think we do a 50% OR, 1861.41. So we're going to get in GC here right around 18. Got a level there. Let's do right around 1863. See if we can get picked up there. And 1864, we probably need to be a little bit more patient for right around 1861.3. Put in, so we'll be patient down to that level. Yeah, let's just be patient down to that level. That is chart 4. So members, chart 4 is our control on the GC trade. We're looking at 1861 spot 3. I would put a fixed stop at 1857.7. Manage the trade when you get hit if you get entered. That's what I would do. Yeah. No, I mean, so what you're not going to get here, you're not going to get regurgitated BS, because I remember what it was like to be in, and probably some of the people that are watching your exact situation, where basically, well, for instance, what did we spend about an hour last night going over indicators? Yeah. So we went down we spent about 2 hours last night with my nephew. We were just talking, just BSing, right? We played this game. What's the game we played last night? Codenames. Codenames is a cool ass game. If you haven't played Codenames, it's a cool ass game. Anyways, so we played Codenames for a little bit. I had some family time, and then we were just hanging out, around 10 or 11 to midnight. And we went down the rabbit hole of indicators. We started with the RSI because for those that don't know, we have an RSI indicator and it's friggin' awesome. And my nephew reminded me again last night that it's awesome. So because like I said, I'm fascinated with the market. So I create a lot of things. And I do see them. It's also interesting. I see things on the chart, and now that I'm really starting to break down exactly what I see on the chart to refine the training, I'm realizing some of the things that I see on the chart that are kind of like unconscious. So the RSI is one of those, our RSI. But we went down the rabbit hole of indicators. I mean, we found an indicator that's based on the distance between galaxies. The dude created an indicator where he said, okay, look, I've seen a mathematical constant on the distance of galaxies. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the CCI, the RSI, the ADX. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the same mathematical constant that I see here around these three indicators. And we're going to see if we have edge. Hey, that's cool. I mean, if it works for him, the good thing about it is he shared the code. So, but we went down the rabbit hole and I shared with him, I said, look, this is the rabbit hole you're going to go down. Like, you're going to have to go down it yourself. You're going to have to look at these indicators and realize that most of these indicators are BS. Most of them don't give you edge. And most of them, the way you're taught to use them, you should do the exact opposite of what they teach you. But that's hard to do because you have to develop your own philosophy of how to use that indicator. Most of the ways that people are taught to use indicators, so we are long on the NQ. We're in 2 lots. We're up about $250, $300, $400. Up for the day about 10 G's. So, what you have to do is basically you have to be able to take the arrows yourself. All right, we're up. Do we want to short CL? Don't think we want to short CL. Maybe we do. I think we short CL right at this key level here. 76 spot 30. No, the RDA is up here. 76 spot 35. 76 spot 35 is where we short CL. Bam. See if we can get picked up. Let's do 3 lots there. Let's see if we can get picked up on 3 lots. Got stopped out of one trade, keeping it relatively close because we are around the OR. I think it is going for the OR high, but probably should give it a little bit more room on this one lot. Let's baby this one lot. Probably going to hit the OR high, so I probably should have reduced my stops there. So let's look for an RDA overshoot. So we want to be around, there's a high there, pretty obvious high. You know what? Let's not be too aggressive on CL. Let's do 76.67. All right, 76.67. That looks like the range that we want to be. The control on that is the alpha candle on the golden time frame for members. The alpha candle on chart 3 is my control on that. It's at a key level. Yeah. Do we long here? Do we long GC here? That's the question. Or do we wait for lower? Volston, I should do crypto trades. So I should start mixing them in. So I'll see if I can start doing that. It's just that, it's kind of the last thing that I'm looking at right now, but mainly because I don't have that account fully funded. So if I had that account fully funded, then I'd be like more interested. So I'm literally on that account for KuCoin. I'm literally just pulling it up like here and there, and then I'll execute a trade. So, but I do want to get back into crypto trading because my nephew's going to start trading crypto. I recommended that for him because, one of the things you can go through my training. And so for anybody that's new or interested, join Discord down below. And then that's where all the good stuff happens. You'll see a link down below on TradingView and on YouTube. Anyways, if you do any training or anything else, you still need chart time. You'll still need the ability. If you're going to be a day trader, especially, you need chart time. If you're going to be a swing trader, you still need chart time, but you need chart time as a swing trader, obviously. Let's see if we can get picked up here on the NQ here. So we're going to do a trade here. Going to look for an overshoot of the RDA on chart 2. And then we're going to expect that the momentum indicator and the bias indicator on chart 4 is going to hold up. So the challenge there is that we're going to have to hold this trade probably on what would be an overshoot and just hold it and hope we have a not hope, look for a reaction to occur within the next 5 minutes. It's 10:12. Actually, probably would get a little less aggressive with that trade because we are down $200 on it now. I think I should get out of that. I think I'll get out of it here because I think we're going to get a better opportunity to buy lower. So I'll get out there, get a better opportunity to buy lower. That's good to hear. Let's see where we're at. I won't answer any question, but I'll answer any trading question. No question of like, hey, can you release all of your financial accounts? Can you share all the account numbers, also the PIN numbers? Can you do that as well? I won't be doing that. Look at that. That NQ trade held up at the RDA check. I should have just traded that. I should have just stayed in that and said, hey, it's got an RDA check. I don't like the rejections that we're seeing on chart 4. That's why. So why those so for members, I wouldn't consider those rejections intention because where they're at. So if you haven't watched the intention section, those chart 4, and I'll share this in Trade Room Alpha. Trade Room Alpha. Okay. Why does that not work? There we go. Snip. Trade Room Alpha. So this is a good video, or this is a good reminder for Trade Room Alpha peeps, or for members. All right. So like intention, right? And I'll share this with I guess the stream here. I shouldn't just talk about it. So intention, you need to look at these rejection candles as both rejection and intention. But they're only intention when they're in certain areas, meaning that this rejection here, so I'm in chart, well, let's look at this here. Let me scroll in. We're in chart 1, okay? See this rejection here at the OR high? That's not intention. It's a rejection. You should look at them. Okay. How do I explain this so it doesn't confuse people that don't know my full system? It is intention. It's minor intention, but it's not full intention because where it's at in the chart. It is a rejection. So you should look at these wicks on both the upside and downside as both rejection and intention. What do I mean by intention? Intention is that's the market giving you clues that it wants to go in that direction. Now that one there is not intention because where it's at, plus where it closed or where the high is. It's not intention. It's just a standard rejection. Standard rejection, run-of-the-mill rejection. I should have traded it. Didn't trade it. Run-of-the-mill rejection. We expect a reaction. Look, the trade system that we trade is predicting. It predicts reaction areas. We trade around reaction areas. So right now, the trade that I'm looking to get in the NQ that you see here is a reaction area. We are looking for an overshoot of the reaction area, but price is going to react here. It's guaranteed. How much it reacts, we don't know. It's reacting right now. It's doing a reaction. What's a reaction? The market's going one direction. We can see it in real time. Like I feel like Nostradamus. So that's a reaction, what you just saw there. Now, obviously, this 5-minute candle hasn't closed. But literally, we trade around reaction areas. We predict where the market's going to react. And we have rules and patterns that we trade. Reactions. And each reaction, some reactions are big, some reactions are small. But almost guaranteed, the areas that we predict, there is a reaction. Sometimes it's just a 10-second reaction. But it is a reaction is the chart's going one direction and then it reacts the other way. That's a reaction. When you can predict that, well, anyways, any trade system that you develop, it better be predictive. Otherwise, it's garbage. If your trade system doesn't predict price for you, what's the point of trading a trade system that you can't predict price? Like, that makes no sense. Booyakasha. You like 1862 on GQ? Well, I'm looking to get in around 1857, but it's almost, well, that's the first test. If that fails, then the next area is 1853. Obviously, members, that is chart 4. Members, that is chart 4. Oh, it is? Sorry, Sprellick. Sorry to hear that. It is kind of, it's not as bad as yesterday. But yeah, it's good to know when you need a break. Trust me, I've learned that lesson here. I've learned that lesson. All right, so we're waiting to get picked up on the NQ right around 5460. That's the next zone. So that's the next reaction zone. So for members in Trade Room Alpha, that wouldn't be intention because of where it's at. It's not at one of our key indicators. It's at an extension area, but we don't classify that as intention because it's an extension area. It's a deviation from our standard indicators is the way to look at it. So if you're wondering, like, how do we look at that? That's how we look at it. We did get picked up on GC. We're up about $150 on that. I think what we need to do on that trade is we just need to give it a little bit of room. But I'm going to just move up my stop to 1869 because I'm going to move it down. Okay. I'm going to move it down to 1860 spot 8. So that trade, all right, well, we're in profit now, so why take a loss? Yeah. I'm going to give a little bit of room to retest that level. Give it a little room to maybe retest 1861s too. And then if that holds up, then, look at that NQ trade. NQ trade's reacting there. Now, what do we have? We're 1 minute into this 5-minute candle. Close the statement. So wait for the close sometimes. All right. Terrible entry to go along here, though. You're better off going long down below. Or you do a participation trade. What's a participation trade? It's basically a small lot, like here. Doing a small position, one lot, whatever it is. If you're in the MNQ, you do one lot. Just to participate in the market in the direction you think it's going, but it's typically not the best entry. Why is this not the best entry? Well, in chart 2, members, we're at a momentum check, and it just recaptured bias. So you don't enter a trade typically at a check. You can do a participation trade, but you then got to. The way I like to do participation trades is it's one trade. If it works out, great. And then sometimes what I'm doing is, like you can see here, I have 2 positions ready or potentially being to scale in there. So if it does get there. All right, we did get stopped out of that GC trade. So I think the next zone, I don't like the way that's lining up. The next zone is 1854 spot 9. That's our next zone on GC. I mean, it might hold up here. It might move. It might rip up here because the NQ looks like it wants to do it as well. NQ, I mean, this is almost, I should be probably stronger here on this check because look at that momentum and bias, everything aligning there. So really, you're right, members. If you're screaming at me, dude, you're in tunnel vision. Look at chart 1. You're like, right. Yeah, I should have been buying that pullback. You're right. You're 100% right. I should have bought that pullback. So let's see if we can get picked up on a quick move down, but we don't want to chase the trade here. I mean, I do think it's going to go for the OR high, but it's also pretty volatile right now. And we're about to hit the 2-hour close. So we don't want to chase the trade. We'll see if we can get picked up here. Don't want to chase the trade. We are up at 10,000. See if we can get up to like 15 before the end of the stream. Look at that GC trade. I got knocked out. Terrible, 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 terrible stop loss. CL, we're only trading. I'm not trading the rowdy today. Well, we're not trading. I'm not trading Bitcoin. Our Bitcoin right here is at the OR high. No, is that the OR high? Yeah, OR high. So it's probably going to 2250. That's probably where you'd want to short it. Damn it, Jim. I did not get picked up. All right, let's see if we can get picked up on some momentum checks here. Probably should have got a little more aggressive with that NQ trade because we did see where it was going. I'm not trading in the 1 minute. I don't trade 1 minute. And it's not risky. 1 minute's easy to predict. We're trading we trade what's called the 4-chart setup. 4-chart setup. You're not seeing that. You're seeing the 4 symbols that I trade. Well, Bitcoin I don't really trade. I mean, I don't day trade Bitcoin. NQ is Nasdaq futures. Ah, I knew I should have just went heavy there and just said, you know, I know where it's going. Trading like a wimp. I miss this material. Oh, you'll probably still get it. I'm trading like when you got neutered, Rex. I'm sorry to bring up the bad memories, man, but I'm trading the day that you got neutered. Trading like a little neutered dog. Sorry, Rex. Don't mean to bring up bad memories. You probably forgot about that whole time in your life when you lost your manhood. That's rough, Rex. It's what I teach in my training, and people that adopt my system. Yeah, so the 4 chart setup is an awesome setup. It gives you a superpower in trading. I am mad on that. Okay, so the GC trade actually was good because we were wrong there. We do see a big alpha or a decent sized alpha candle in chart 2. I would believe that alpha candle. We almost should trade down to that level. So on GC, we should almost trade the sell off here. I'm chasing that trade like a little idiot. Yeah, of course. Let's get out of that. Stop doing bad trades, dude. Stop doing bad trades. Sorry. I need to yell at myself sometimes. Don't do dumbass trades. Does Nas move before the Nasdaq? Isn't the Nas just a derivative of the Nasdaq? I don't know everything. I mean, I know quite a bit. Nas 100. It's a CFD. Yeah, it's the US 100 Tech Index. Well, oh no, yeah, it's different. Sorry. I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. That's an interesting question. I will tell you that these internals here give you a superpower as well. This is something I've shared free on YouTube. I just need to remove all the stuff on YouTube and just stop doing free stuff. Like I shared how to read these market internals on YouTube. This gives you a superpower on where the market's going. So it's going for the zero line right now. That's where it's going for. The up volume, down volume, advancing, declining, combined signal, it's going for the zero line. Big Tech is above the VWAP. Big Tech is doing an RDA rejection. Big Tech is below all rolling 10-day VWAPs. So yeah, it's going for those, but it's gonna, once it gets up there, we're gonna be in Oompa Loompa sell land. That's gonna be where we're gonna be Oompa Loompa short in the market. If Big Tech gets up here, especially if it gets up here around the 5, if it gets up here around 962 on Big Tech, we'll short the Nasdaq if we get a proper signal. But we'll probably be getting a proper signal because it's going to be it's about to hit the rolling 10-day VWAPs. Once again on YouTube, I'll share this video just because I'm talking about it. I'll find it on YouTube. Let's go to YouTube. Bam. Let's go to my channel, dude. Videos. I will find this. I will find this video and I'll share it here. I don't know if I can share it on TradingView because TradingView they're literally Nazis. So they don't like me. Like every time I publish a script, one of 3 mods takes it down the first time. Every script takes it down the first time. Every time. Doesn't matter. They find one of the house rules that I break. Then I contact them. I'm like, dude, I didn't break the house rule. Then like, yeah, you did. I'm like, no, I didn't. Here's how I didn't. Then we go back and forth and they're like, okay, just republish it. I'm like, yeah, no. Anyways, I don't want to go on a tirade against the mods at friggin' and the mods at Reddit too. These guys are annoying too. Like, that's why I don't post at these places. When I do post, we're in one lot, dude. I did not go heavy on that. All right, we're in a GC trade. We're down about $120 on that. We are doing this is kind of an aggressive trade because we're arguing with chart 4. What we're saying on chart 4 is that slow momentum indicator is not going to hold at 1861 spot 3. It's going to fail here. That's what we're saying on this trade. So on this trade, what we're saying is that, okay, it's going to fail on chart 2 RDA. That's my last position there. That's what we're saying on this trade. So we'll see how that works out. So far, it's kind of going in our favor. In one lot on the NQ. What is this one lot trading I'm doing? Target and NQ. We're targeting a sell zone right around 078 spot 75. Sorry, I'm not showing what I'm trading. I apologize. So you can see here, one lot, dude. Seriously. I guess I'll just do one lot trades all day and just get to 15K. Guess that's what I'll do today. Well, part of it is I'm kind of a little distracted. Yeah, I don't. I effing agree, and I don't cuss much. What a I don't know what that. I do cuss quite a bit. Oompa loompa. Yeah, we're almost there. Ooh, look at that. That GC trade starting to work out in our favor. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm publishing. Yeah. No, and I don't know if like they just don't like my avatar because it's a dog, or they just don't like my attitude. I'm waiting to be banned from streams. I'm waiting for them to ban me from streaming on TradingView. I just know I'm going to do something and they're going to ban me from it. Okay. All right. Yeah. So yeah, I get it. Sorry, I'm speaking to someone else. See where we're at. We're in one lot. I guess I'll ride one lot, $1,200, $1,500 trades. I guess I'll do that all day. I guess that's what we're gonna do. I guess that's the type of day I'm having. We are about to get picked up on the CL trade. Don't have quite conviction that I want to be picked up there anymore, but we'll see. We'll get picked up. We'll put a protective stop up here because the way it's moving, it might just continue to move. So we got picked up on that CL trade. We're in 3 lots. We do have trailing stops on the GC trade in profit. We're only in 2 lots there. We're probably going to get knocked out of that trade. But we are looking on GC. We're looking to be a buyer right around 1854 spot 2. Anything below there, I think we're a decent buyer on. I think that's what we're looking at. So that's our target. From 1861 to 1853.8 is our target on GC. Hi. Oh, good to have you back. SQL query, SQL query. And have we decided how to say it?
I just said query.
Yeah. Decided how I have to say SQL. Have we officially decided?
SQL.
Well, I mean, SQL, for you don't probably know this. It's a database language. So like, you know what a database is, right?
Yeah.
So it's a way, it's a language on how you query a database. We had this argument yesterday of what type of programming language it is. She really drew all the friggin' Scorlax, and what's that one dude right there?
Which one?
That one right there.
Bulbasaur?
Squirtle? Is that Squirtle?
No, that's Bulbasaur. This
Oh,
is...
Pikachu. I know Pikachu. And that's Squirrel. What's Bonjour las enfants que les exchange pesant passé. I don't know French, but someone on our whiteboard put French. And maybe this is inappropriate stuff, so I probably shouldn't be reading it. So I don't know what she wrote on our board in French.
I think it's about Pokemon.
Oh, it's about Pokemon? Oh, okay.
I don't know. She was talking crap to me the whole time she was doing it.
No vous couche pas tra tar. I'm probably speaking French like I'd speak Italian. C'est ne pas bon pour vonte santé. I'm probably speaking it like I would speak Italian. All right. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna have to get out of this trade here on oil. Black gold. We got out of that. We are doing okay on our GC trade. We're up about $420. We lost about $300 on that gold or on that oil trade. Down below 10 G's. Oh man. But we have open profit around 1400 and 480. So I think we're going to make it back up. It's pronounced sequel, yes, and some do say SQL. Okay, thanks. But what
do you prefer?
Yeah, what is our official, like, what do we officially endorse here? That's what I need to know. What's the official Rex Dog endorsement of how we say SQL? I like SQL. I just like, but I also, SQL makes sense because that's kind of more proper.
I like SQL too.
Yeah. But if you look at it, it doesn't quite look like SQL. SQL is kind of, it's also just as quick to say. All right, so we're up. Let's see where we're at on a trade. Oh, look at that CL trade. We were good to get out of that. Should have probably reversed that. I thought it maybe would come back and do a test of the OR high. That's kind of what I was thinking there. But really, we have really the best. We need to be patient on S. Not either trade up. Okay, we got knocked out of that one trade on GC. Sequel. Okay. The best oil trade that exists right now in the market is 77.75. We got knocked out of our GC trade. We're up over 10 Gs again. We're balling. Need a pull. Yeah, I guess I could do a pull. Everyone I speak to about sequel says sequel. Yeah, but here's the thing. You say that, and I shared this story yesterday. If you're going to hire a DBA, you need to hire a DBA that has terrible people skills and that you hate being around and that you dread meeting. Those are the best database engineers. The best DBAs that you can find are people that you literally hate, like you don't want to spend time with. They have terrible people skills because that typically means they know how to whisper to computers. They know how to whisper to these machines and these archaic machines. Because the other thing that people don't realize about DBAs is that DBAs have to deal with legacy systems all the time. That's why they're honorary, because basically they have to deal with new systems and old systems from maybe the 1980s or the 70s. Just try to deal with some old tech from the 80s and not be honorary. All right, mate, thanks for the vision of the stream. Just made about 600 since I joined your stream today. Have a profitable day, everyone. Can't thank you enough, mate. Love from Dubai. Sweet. I haven't been to Dubai. I need to visit Dubai. That's one of the spots I want to visit. But I have so many other places I want to visit. All right, we're up about 1,700 on this trade. BTC is at a BTC is at a momentum check, but I think the RDA check is better at 20780. Look at that GC trade. It went in our direction, but we got knocked out because I was too aggressive on my stop losses. Even DBA say sequel. Well, the ones I've dealt with, and you're right, they don't have people skills. The good ones, right? Check out your soul. Okay, I'll check out soul. Boom. I bet it went up. Yep. Like I said earlier, the 5 minute, damn, what was that? The 5 minute, I should have looked at the 5 minute to give you guidance. The 5 minute was clear. Look at this. This is our system. Like, this is how awesome the system that we trade is awesome. This is why the system's awesome. Like, if I would have looked at the 5 minute, I probably would have gave you better guidance. Not that you should be trading. Like, I have no idea what I'm saying. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I know nothing about trading. Okay, so you shouldn't listen to me about anything about trading. But if you were to listen to me and trade the Rexdog system, it would have been very clear right here that you should have been long right here at 6:25 in the morning, because this chart has been momentum and bias long since 6:25. So if we would have looked at the 5 minute, I would have said, number one, it's above the VWAP. It's right in the VWAP. Here's another VWAP test. But every other indicator in the Rexdog system is long, momentum long. 5 minute, it's worth the risk. It's really simple where you put your stop loss, especially with this alpha candle right here. Once you have this alpha candle, you have something to trade against. You got another signal. Once this candle here recaptured the previous day VWAP, you have another signal. Or actually that VWAP, the current day VWAP, you had another signal. That actually captured back here. It's even better than this. The Rexdog system actually gave you back at 540 early entry into the trade on confirmation that this level down here actually held. We should have looked at the 5 minute chart, so I do apologize. But if we look at the 60, it's still on deck. Let me look at my trades, make sure I'm not losing money. All right, we're up about $1,600 in that trade. Man, look at that GC trade. See? Look at that right here. I was right. The question is it going to do an all-the-way OR test? And then I think what we try to do is we try to get in here on a false move up here. So we're going to try to get in again around 1860 spot 2, 1862 spot 2, spot 3, 1860 spot 8. See if it's going to pull up to that level. Pick us up. Oh, you're kind of new to trading? Yeah. Okay. Well, sorry I speak fast. So I'll just go through this just so you can see, so get some knowledge. There's the RDA. This is a free indicator on TradingView for now. I might remove it, but it's a free indicator on TradingView. That is a strong indicator in our system. That any yellow line that you see is a strong indicator. It tells us whether or not we should be short or long. Since price is below it, we should be short. Let me look at the trade. We're about to get knocked out here. So we do have a pullback here decently on NQ. It's pulling back. Let's look at the larger chart. Might be doing a check here. So I'd be a buyer around 12.13 if it does pull back to there. So we'll look to buy in here, but we're going to get out if it does knock us out, because there's a possibility for it to pull back down to 12.13. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't want to be too aggressive. I want to that, because this is a chart 3 there. That's the RDA check. This reaction that we're seeing here is an RDA check. So members, yeah, okay, dude. Who are you? You're about to be banned, man. How do I ban you completely? Remove. Bam. Anyways, I'm not really into adult dating chat. Right? Not this stream. We'll do another stream where we do adult dating chat. So that'll be our next stream. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up some spam on YouTube. Common issue. The way you can get data, I've got an actual spreadsheet and combine it with data from Sage Accounting and Quicken and EDC database and. Oh, I like SQL. Otherwise, people ask, what does SQL stand for? And you go down the rabbit hole. Yeah. I mean, because most people don't know what a program. Actually, nowadays, because people are more educated on programming and stuff, they kind of do understand programming languages a little bit. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So I'll go back, but I want to just check to make sure that I'm not missing out on trades that I want to be entered in. So we're going to put an entry on oil right around 77.80. I probably should trade it up to that. So probably what we're going to do is we're going to put an entry at 76.51, and then we're going to probably a little bit lower than that. We'll see. Probably not being as aggressive as we should be on that trade, because it is in a strong momentum move. But let's be patient. If we don't get picked up for the trade, we don't get picked up for the trade. Yeah, no, I'll go back to that. I'll go back to what I'm talking about. So any yellow line that you see on our system, oh, what happened there? Party over here. So any yellow line you see on our system is a bias line. It tells us to be long or short. And then these other lines just tell us momentum. And then we trade reactions. So when I look at the 5-minute chart, I can tell you right at this point in time, I should have been long. And then there was no point in time where I shouldn't have been long on SOL right here. Because the chart has moved to a momentum long and a bias long position. And it's held up on two checks. So, if I would have looked at the 5-minute earlier, I would have said, hey, this probably is a trade where it's momentum long, bias long. Your stop loss can be relatively tight, given how the chart's laying out, the story of the chart. And that's the way, that's if I would have looked at the 5-minute, but I didn't look at the 5-minute. So we are getting picked up on GC. It did hit kind of the zone, the RDA zone. The question is was this an overshoot? The question on this GC trade, was that an overshoot of the momentum check on chart 4? So we don't have that answer yet. We need to give it a little bit of more room. And we need to re-enter. So we're going to enter a total of 6 lots. We're going to put a protective stop right around 1864, 1867 spot 4. Put another one, 1867. We'll get them closer actually. So you'll see here on this chart here, on chart 4. I think we're going to end the stream here too, because it's getting around 11 o'clock. See if we get picked up there. It might be an overshoot, but it did hold the 50% OR, so I think we need to believe that. We're down $300 on that trade. That's not good. Yeah, I'll share that indicator. Let me go to TradingView and share that indicator. I should just have these links readily available. Is your VWAP from open at 1800 price or anchored? It's open based on the day chart. That's the way I anchor VWAPs. And then, if you are interested, so I haven't been able to add what we want to add to it. If you're in Discord, ask, and you can join the free Bravo Den. These are people that you want to become an alpha or you want to adopt our system, but maybe you're not quite there yet. And then there I'll be sharing philosophy on our system. You'll get one trade set up based on the VWAP that will share the philosophy of how we trade around here, around these parts. And so join Discord, link down below. Send me a DM and say I want to be added to the Bravo Den, and then you can be added to the private Bravo Den. No cost. So if you do want to be added. No, so it is on VWAP. It's based on the chart day open. So whatever the chart day open is, that's where it's anchored. So, and then that depends on market, obviously, and it depends on it depends on the market open of that particular asset. Ooh, I got knocked out of my trade on the CFX. Only made $21 on that thing. Well, that sucks. I wanted to make more. I wanted to make at least 40, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, what was I looking for? What did we get picked up on? Ooh, that GC trade. We did get knocked out. That GC trade. Oh man, I think we do. Do we get out of this? I don't like the way that it's holding that momentum in chart 4. I think this is a bad trade. We don't know yet. I need a reaction here because this could be an overshoot of the RDA in chart 2. Could be an overshoot of the RDA chart 2. Problem is it could impulse up here because it did recapture momentum. I think I get out of that trade. Out of that trade. GC trade didn't work out in my favor. Did not work out in my favor. So there's 2 Rexdog averages. There's one just a base Rexdog average. I think I can share this on TradingView. I don't think the Nazis are going to show up. That's the indicator. And then this is the other indicator. This is the base indicator. I know most people are going to discount it because it's simple. Like, oh man, that's just 6 moving averages averaged. You know, that doesn't give you an edge. This is so simple. I'm not going to use it. Yeah, okay. You don't see the amount of time, effort, and blood, sweat, and tears that went into figuring that out. One of these days, maybe I will share the amount of effort that went into me designing my trade system. I shared a little bit with my nephew yesterday, and he was floored. He's like, dude, you literally spent, like, I showed him my notes. I showed him my stuff, showed him my notebooks. You know, I don't know if it made me look good or bad because it kind of made me look like a mad scientist. But, you know, I said, dude, I just didn't put this thing together like with some duct tape. Like, this is blood, sweat, and tears and effort, years, pain, money, losing capital, back testing, forward testing, back testing the Great Depression, back testing 1965, 1964, 1957, 1987, 2001, 1998, 2008, 2011, 2000 mini crash, the 1982, the recent, the 1994. I live traded these with the trade system for weekends. So, you know, it's not, it's, you know, yeah. Looking to get picked up on the NQ right around, so there we go. Ooh, it is maybe in a sell-off mode. So we'll see. See if we can get up to 12 grand on these next couple of trades, but we might be losing money here too because we don't have a counter signal. So we're literally we're at a reaction zone, but we're kind of literally catching a falling knife. So I'm actually not going to give it much room. I'm going to give it a little bit of room, but it's either going to take us out. We do expect a reaction there, but we're literally guessing right now. So we're literally guessing, yeah. Knocked out at $600 loss. Yeah. All right. Well, we got a little aggressive there on that trade, and it's continued to sell off. So I'm not going to, until we get a counter signal, I'm not going long. It switched over. I probably should have. We do have a level check down here at 982. That's the next level I would trade. But I just lost $600 on a quick trade. So I'm not gonna fall into the trap that I followed in before. We don't have a counter signal yet. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so I got a couple people. We'll get you added to the den here by the end of the day, or the Bravo den. But um, we short this here. So where is that at? It's trying to hold. Yeah, so it lost that. So I think we short this here. Short that check, and then we short this other check here if we get in on it. There we go. Do we take profit here? Take some off. I know I'm only. Oh, damn it, Jim. You didn't get me. Didn't take me out. Okay, guess we'll start over up here. Just focusing on my positioning here. I want to make sure that I'm. What do we get picked up on? CL long. CL long is at an RDA check. I don't like the way the charts are moving here. So we might just get out of that trade too. Because it should react, but it's a literal guess at this point in time. The way the charts are moving, they're not reacting. I mean, they're reacting. So I'm just going to get out of this CL trade just for a little bit of a loss there. These zones, I mean, with the volatility that's picked up here, I don't know if something happened in the market or some kind of, or just decided to sell off. But it's deciding right now whether or not it wants to use this level. But it's got a level right here that I'm trading to, which is 980 spot 25 on the NQ, but it's also not selling off at this check. So we'll just get out and then we'll short this. Just ask them the general or send me a DM. Just send me a DM. Just send me a direct message. I'm Rex Dog Actual in Discord. I'm Rex Dog Actual. I think we short this. And then we short it up here, and then we plan to scale in up here. Shorting the NQ down to that level. I mean, it might hold up here too. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to call the stream here in about I don't know, a few minutes. So I'll be doing that. All right, so we did get picked up. We need to get back above 10 grand. I can't end the day. I can't end the day at 99.63. That's unacceptable. Like, what kind of trader would I be? My Instagram feed would look terrible. Don't want to lose money on that trade, but I should have gave it a little bit more room. There we go. Looks like it's going to maybe sell off. It's just being very cautious. So I don't like the way that it's stalling here. So we're going to cancel all of our there it is. That's what we were looking for. Now keep selling off to the level. No, it's not going to do it, is it? It's not going to do it. Doesn't want to do it. Yeah. Doesn't want to do it. Oh, we're up above 10 grand. I think we stopped for the day. Because then my Instagram will look awesome. I haven't posted to Instagram in I don't know how long. I'm going to join TikTok. The second that I join TikTok, it's going to be banned in the US. Should have stayed in that trade. You can see here, we did a level check. There's our first level check. Do we trade that? Do we trade it? Do we trade it? It could be an overshoot of the momentum indicators. It is a level on the 5 minute. Think we reverse that. Think we buy that. And then we trade against that level down below. Trade against that level down below. So we are kind of guessing. We don't have the counter signal. I don't like to use the word guessing, but because it makes it sound like I'm guessing. I'm not guessing. We're trading a reaction zone, but we don't have a counter signal. So literally you are guessing. Yeah, I'm not an Instagram guy. I used to be, for those that don't know, I used to run a digital marketing company. Well, It was a quasi-digital marketing business development direct sales company, or not direct sales, but direct marketing company. I love direct marketing. So even now, you know, you can like people don't know this, but even direct mail, like snail mail, like letters, you can effectively sell stuff with letters still. I did it for a caster wheel company. Direct sale, uh, direct marketing. Sorry, direct marketing, multi-touch point across digital, mobile, and snail mail, or traditional mail touch point. And the traditional mail converted about 37, 38%. Um, we changed their brand, we changed their name. We went a little bit extraordinary with it. They trusted us. But so for those who don't know, I do have a background in kind of digital marketing um, and direct. Well, I at heart I'm a direct marketer. So, but I know branding, I know advertising, I know that stuff. I've I've worked with some of the decent sized advertising companies, um, as a not as a primary, but as a secondary consultant. Yeah, email marketing too as well. Well, that's what I mean by digital. To me, email is digital. So, you know, and with mobile and Facebook, if you get someone's email, you get someone's phone number, the way that you can target people with someone's email and phone number, I don't know if you can still do it because I'm not in that space anymore. But man, you can target, if you wanted to ask a woman to marry you and you're a guy, or it doesn't matter if you're a chick or whatever, it doesn't matter nowadays. But you want to ask someone to marry you and you have their phone number and email, you could create a very sophisticated marketing campaign that they would only see. It's almost uh, dystopian. All right, so this zone does look like it wants to be a buy zone, but it's pretty volatile. So we're not going to take a loss on this trade because I don't want to be below 10 grand because it's not going to look for good for the gram. So we do not want to actually lose money. Email marketing still works. Can you answer me about BTC? What did you ask about BTC? What do you think about Bitcoin? I just arrived. All right, so Grand Narston Online. Here's what you can always I'm just going to share this generally so everybody knows, but so that you know too. If you ever want to know what I think about Bitcoin, what my latest thoughts is, I keep it updated because I trade Bitcoin. I believe in Bitcoin. I stack Bitcoin. I swing trade Bitcoin, but I also I buy at key areas and just hold. I'm still convinced it's probably going to go to above 100 grand. So that's my personal belief on the market. So what I'm sharing with you is that if you go, you'll see a link down below. That's my website. Okay. This is free. All of this is free. You don't have to pay for anything. Go to the BTC tab, and then Bitcoin 2023 updated TA analysis. Whatever is here is my latest technical analysis on Bitcoin. Sometimes if you go to Discord and you go to the BTC crypto, like last night, I shared on BTC daily not looking good. As usual, 4-day led the way, 200 mixed final reaction zone below. Shared that last night. So I do share stuff. But if you want to know my latest, what I'm latest on, I update this. So whenever something changes on the chart on Bitcoin, I update it here because I look at Bitcoin every single day and I trade Bitcoin pretty heavily. I'm stacking Bitcoin and other crypto. So that's kind of like yeah, I think so too. It might be getting down there. I think, I mean, the chart says that. The chart. By the way, I haven't really got so into. Do you know Ryan Dice? Yeah, I know. Well, do I know him personally? How do I word this? Kern, Dice, Kajabi Crew. Who else do I know? Yeah, the IM space I know pretty well. Put it that way. So yeah, I dabbled in that world, but I didn't like it. I just didn't like it. I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy the people. I'll just share that. There's a subculture of trading that I don't enjoy either. So that's also why I created my group also, so I could create a group of people that I wanted to be around. So I didn't want to be around. So CL looks like it's going to hold up here, but we got to wait here. And I'm going to have to call the stream. So yeah, yes, I do. Or yes and no. Yes and no. No, Ryan Dice. Take that however you want to take it. But no, I've hung out with Kern for a little bit. I've hung out with the Kajabi crew for a little bit. I mean, those guys are all intermixed, right? That whole era of IM people, from Kern, the Kajabi crew. Who else is in that mix that I can think of? I'm still friends with the dude. Can't think of his name. The hell is his name? Now it's gonna bother me for days. Yeah, there's another guy that I'm still. I do have a private group. Well, do I trade crypto in it? Well, I do trade crypto. Discord is the below is the best way to get. Yeah, Russell Brunson. That's one. So Russell Brunson. So when I met Famous Days, I told that story in one of these streams. Hold on, I want to see if we want to be long here. Almost we wanted to sell the NQ because I think it's going to go down. I mean, it lost bias. Oh my gosh, I should have entered that there. So we're going to see if we can get in here. Going to maybe chase the trade a little bit, but plan to scale in right around 1844. Yeah, when I met Famous Dave, he was working with Brunson, actually. He was working with Russell. But he was confused. He didn't understand digital marketing, and he really didn't have a product yet. He just wanted to get, because I think I shared when I met Famous Dave, he sold his company, and he couldn't use his own likeness, he couldn't use his name for marketing, and he couldn't start another barbecue company. But he was almost at the end of him being able to start another barbecue company. So he wanted to get out there digitally and do digital marketing stuff. And he was already working with Brunson when we kind of connected. That whole crew. It literally is the internet marketing mafia. All right, we're going to be below 10 grand here on this trade. We'll see. We're a little aggressive here because we started early. So we're calling the bluff. We're gonna sell up to 994. That's chart 4. I started early because I thought it might continue to sell off, but we are at the 11 o'clock hour. Yeah, so you do remember. Yeah, no, he has a full-size basketball court in his basement. Like full-size, like baller level, like NBA players would love to play at it, that level. So we'll see if I'm a little aggressive on this trade. I might get out. Maybe we'll be below 10 grand. Yes. But I never got deep into that world because, like I said, I started getting deep into it, started going to the conferences as far as a person that was providing. I spoke at a couple conferences. So, for instance, if you want to know, I spoke at a couple internet marketing conferences, sharing my philosophy of marketing, which is kind of like trading. I was kind of like a different warrior out there, kind of the same way I am with trading. I was the same way with marketing. I resonate with Dan Kennedy, if you guys know who Dan Kennedy is. We are in this trade. We'll see if we're going to stay in it. We have to plan to scale in up to 994.75. Yeah. So I do resonate with Dan Kennedy. I really like, if you read Dan Kennedy's book, or his books, I resonate with that style of marketing. And I've done that style of marketing for different type of businesses. And it's very effective. And actually, if you look at what I do here, trading wise, from a marketing perspective, you'll see hints of that philosophy in what I do. I'm very intentional about the type of videos I create, the type of things I say, the type of content that I do. I'm very intentional about it so that I capture the person that I believe will resonate with my style and resonate with my trading system and have at least it's at the RDA there. Yeah. This might be a losing trade. We might want to get out. So I'm very intentional about it. I know it might not seem like it, but like I'm very intentional about attracting the type of people that I think would have success with my trading system and my trading style. You know, I thought long and hard about whether or not I should use the dog and Rex as my kind of main aspect of the trading. Should I have done something more serious, like the triple matrix reaction zone trading system or something? You know, some stupid name like that. Taylor Welch? No, I don't know Taylor Welch. That's a name I don't know. Rich, what's Rich's name? Rich Efron? No, Rich, what the frig is... Rich is the dude that helped internet marketers. He was the internet marketer for internet marketers. It's like an Inception thing. Rich Sheffrin? Rick Sheffrin. Is that his name? Yeah, this is bringing back some memories. I haven't thought about these dudes for a while. It's mainly dudes. It's a pretty much sausage factory in internet marketing. There's a couple women, but it's really a sausage factory. Back then it was. I don't know about now. Yeah, I don't know Taylor Welch. You know, when you go to these conferences too, it's kind of weird because you meet the same people, but then also sometimes you're meeting people that like, well, what happens with these internet marketers, which is funny, is that they'll come up with a new strategy. And then I don't know if it's like this anymore. And it's usually a guy that they meet. It's a guy that they meet. And let's say TikTok just came out, right? And TikTok's brand new. So these internet marketers will meet a guy that knows TikTok. And then they'll go and execute a strategy on TikTok and they'll make $3 or $4 million, right? And then they'll go to their mastermind group, which is just all the other internet marketers. And then they'll say, look, dude, look what I just did. Now, okay, I got in, I made the money. Now I'm going to share with all you guys what I did. And what they do is they duplicate the strategy. They make some money, but they don't make as much money as him because obviously it's not an untapped market anymore. And then what they do is they create courses on exactly what they just did to sell other people on what they just did. But what people don't realize is that what they're teaching is no longer valid because they actually destroyed the market in what they did. So it's just funny how it works. Oh, I find it hilarious. We got an opportunity to get out of there at a decent clip and we didn't take it. It's pretty volatile. I probably should have just got out there. Probably should have just got out. So we're probably going to just get out here. Think we're going to get out. There we go. Oh, still made 10 grand for the day. Sweet. All right. Sorry. I know I just went off on a couple different things. I was kind of just light trading day and I know I just kind of spoke. So that's it for the day. We're done. I got to hang out with my nephew. He's about to leave for the day. If you haven't joined Discord, join Discord down below. If you are interested in the Bravo private den, if you are interested in becoming an alpha member, send me a DM. Say, how do I get started with the training? How do I get started with the best trading system on the planet, the Rex Dog trading system? I just like to talk to everybody before they join the training. Just make sure you're a fit for the group, fit for the training. But yeah, definitely, if you're interested, DM me. I do look forward to seeing. I get treatment on Monday, so I don't know. I won't be streaming on Monday because I get treatment on Monday. So, and depending on how treatment actually, yeah, thanks everybody for joining. Depending on how treatment treats me, is if I'm good. And usually these last 2 cycles of treatment, I traded all through these last 2 cycles of treatment. So for those that don't know, I get chemo treatment. I have terminal cancer. So I get chemo treatment every 2 weeks. Doing well. I might be changing up the treatment cycle. So we're looking at that. So I'm maintaining, but so I get treatment every 2 weeks right now is my cycle. All right. Look forward to seeing everybody next week. I will be around on the weekend too. I'll be knocking out member videos, be doing some stuff, catching up. We'll be hanging out too. I'm going to start the Harry Potter game too. So I might be doing that more than actually doing stuff, but I'm excited to start the Harry Potter game now. All right. See everybody next week and over the weekend and in Discord. See the links below. See you in the next stream.